Hello and welcome back to another video, and today I actually have a special Altergeist deck profile for you guys. So, oh my god, this deck is actually pretty insane. Before we get into the video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We are getting really close to 500 subscribers. So at 500, we are gonna start doing face camera videos. So you'll be seeing my wonderful face in every single one of the videos in the corner. And of course, there might just be a little giveaway at 500. So be sure to smash the subscribe button down there, and of course ring the notification bell so you guys are notified every single time I upload a video. And yeah, let's get right into it. So Altergeist is definitely a deck that has gotten significantly better with multi-figure coming to 3, but nobody's playing it, and I feel like everybody has forgotten the power of this deck. So we are starting off with the one Conqueror. Conqueror is a really annoying card to deal with because it just stops attacks. Not to mention it's 2400 beater and like no, not beater, well, defense. It's a really good card, and it definitely is it is searchable, so you do not need more than one. But it is mandatory in the deck, whatever people say. Very good card. The best one by far, triple Altergeist Multi-Faker. Multi-Faker Imperm is literally an insane opening hand. Multi-Faker any trap is an insane opening hand. Multi-Faker in general is an insane opening hand. Multi-Faker, whenever you activate a trap card, you can summon any Altergeist from your deck, and that's busted because even the counter traps, which are spell speed 3, Altergeist can activate, Multi-Faker can activate on because it does not chain to the trap card, which is really busted. So yeah, we are running triple Multi-Faker, and to go with the Multi-Faker, double Altergeist Silk Quitus. So you will mostly be summoning Silk off of Multi-Faker, and Silk is so good because it basically just bounces an opponent's card, and that's a free compulse at all times, and that's actually so busted. Sometimes you will be able to sometimes you will be summoning the Melseek, but right now we're not going to get into that. Silk goes with Multi-Faker. 2 Silk, you need 2, no more no less. Definitely very powerful card. Triple Altergeist Marionetter. This card is a starter. When it's normal summoned, you can send an Altergeist trap directly from your deck to your spawn trap card zone. So into this category fits Manifestation, of course Protocol. Most of the time you will be going for Protocol, but Manifestation is useful too. Triple Altergeist Melseek. Melseek is so busted. Wow. This card just does so much, and you will literally be using it so much. And not to mention the fact that it's amazing in time, and that's what I love about this deck. It's so broken. Triple Melseek. So yeah, onto our hand trap lineup. We are running triple Ash Blossom and Joy Spring. Ash is one of the best hand traps of all time, in my opinion, and one of the best hand traps in this format. So triple Ash, and then triple Gamma and 1 Driver. So I really like Gamma in this format because it gets rid of the monster as well as negating it. So that's, in my opinion, that's really good. And Gammas are really cheap right now, and I do think that they're going to spike soon. So be sure to pick up your Gammas right now, because I think right now it's a really good price for the Gammas. So pick up your Gammas pretty soon, in my opinion. But yeah, triple Ash, triple Gamma, 1 Driver. Onto our 3 spell cards, we have triple Pot of Extravagance. This card is busted. You always banish 6, you always draw 2. Yeah, nothing more to say about this card. You want to draw cards, you want to plus, and you don't use your extra deck, so you're on Pot of Extravagance. Very good. And it got reprinted, so it's also more budget for all of you guys. So yeah, like, this deck is very budget, excluding like Imperm, and that's basically it. The deck is very affordable now. Next up, we have 1 Altergeist Manifestation, basically your monster reborn for the Altergeist monsters. Very good card, along with the double Altergeist Protocol. Protocol makes all of your stuff spell speed 4, like your Altergeist monsters, and that's just so good, because if your opponent can't respond to them, then it just busted. They can't be negated. So amazing over there. And not to mention that on top of that, it's actually a negate as well. It negates activation, so it can even activate in the damage step, which is just so busted. This card does so much, and it is searchable too. It's Marionetter makes these cards not needed to be ran at 3, but in real life you are running technically 5 of them. So yeah, 5 Altergeist Protocol, 4 Manifestation because of Marionetter. Very busted cards, mandatory in the deck. We have triple Crackdown. Crackdown, in my opinion, is one of the best trap cards of all time. The ability to steal your opponent's monsters forever is just so good. So yeah, triple Crackdown. Shout out to 7 Colored Fish. I just saw that in the back of my eye. Back to the deck profile. Triple Infinite Impermanence. If you have Multi-Faker Imperm, then you can Imperm your opponent, then chain Multi-Faker even during your first turn, because you don't have to set the Imperm. Not to mention that alone is 2 interruptions. So yeah, Imperm Multi-Faker is basically one of the best hands you can hope for. we have triple Lost Wind. Now, you may be wondering, why am I not running Titanocider instead of this card? I actually think that this card is better than Titanocider because you can set it the same turn it was sent to the graveyard. Titanocider, only in a different turn that it was sent to the graveyard. You can't set it in the same turn, even though it does bring the attack down to 0. I think this is a much better card. That's my reasoning for Lost Wind. We have triple personal spoofing. Wow. It refreshes your resources. It searches. It just does so much. Wow. It's such a good card. And of course, you do use it actually quite a bit to grab Conquery. So spoofing, you're running 6 multi-fakers. Spoofing, absolutely busted. And for our final trap card, we have triple Solemn Strike. Solemn Strike is absolutely busted. It's supposed to be 3 cards, so most cards are not able to respond to it unless they have like a judgment or something. And the fact that it negates any monster effect or just in general, just such a good card. That is it for the main deck. Let's hop into the extra deck over here. We have double the Last Warrior from Another Planet for our side deck, Waking the Dragon target. So basically reads, if this card is special summon, destroy all other monsters you control. Neither player can summon monsters. Yeah, not even special summon, just summon monsters, which in my opinion is really, really busted. So double Last Warrior from Another Planet, and we are running 2 so we don't banish it off of Extravagance. Next up, we have the double Raid Raptor Ultimate Falcon. Wow. Another target for your Waking the Dragon, and this card is the Towers of Towers. Unaffected by other card effects. That's basically all you need to know. Unaffected by all other card effects. Not to mention that it boosts monsters that you control, and it inflicts damage to your opponent. It's just so good. Well, that's only if you have a Raid Raptor monster, but still, you know, it's a good card in general, but it's even better just because it's a 3500 tower. That's why you run it, obviously. You can't use the other effects, but a 3500 tower, yeah, that's pretty good. Next up, we have triple Altergeist Hexia, so you don't banish it off of Extravagance. It is always sad when you do, but it's definitely one of the best cards in the deck. You actually OTK in this deck a lot more than you would think. Hexia is just so good, and it is a negate as well, which a lot of people forget, which is just a very, very powerful mechanic with Hexia. I really like Hexia, mandatory 3 of. For our link 4s, you have Borload, because Borload actually, funnily enough, funnily is not a word, but funny enough, Borload is actually a really good out to Altergeist because they can't bounce it with Silk because it can't be targeted by monster effects, which is actually really cool. But yeah, we are running Borload. Borload is actually a really good card. A lot of people forgot about it, but you know what? I remember it. So one Borload, one Boral Sword, because for our Link 4s, we're not going to be summoning a lot most of the time, but when we do, we want them to hit hard, hit strong, and obviously Boral Sword does both of those things. So Boral Sword Dragon, amazing card. And for our final link 4, we have the One Axis Code Talker. Sorry if you hear my dog barking downstairs, my bad. But the One Axis Code Talker to get rid of your opponent's problematic cards because they can't respond to it, so they won't be able to negate it or anything like that. Very good card nonetheless. On to the next 2 cards, we have our mini Nightmare Package, 1 Unicorn, 1 Phoenix. Both of these are meant to out your opponent's cards. Very good cards in general. And because there isn't much you need to run in the extra deck, I recommend throwing these in because these are good extra deck staples. Triple Linkuriboh. This card is probably one of the best cards other than Hexia, because you can link off your Melseek and make it, and then trigger the Melseek, which is just wow. Triple, obviously, because we don't want to banish it off Extravagance, but if we never banish Linkuriboh, I would still be running 3. 3 Linkuriboh is mandatory. It's so good. And the plus off of the Melseek in your opening hand is just so immense that Linkuriboh makes it so good. Side deck. Interesting side deck choice over here. We have actually Dogran the Mad Flame Kaiju, Gamma Seal, and Jizukiru the Stardust Kaiju. So you may be wondering, yo, Sparta, why aren't you running just triple Gamma Seal? So my reasoning on this is actually really stupid. You can run triple Gamma Seal. My reasoning is 1, because I like these kaijus, and 2, if I give my opponent the Gamma Seal, then I can special summon a big kaiju to my field because they have a kaiju and I do not. So that's my reasoning for these other ones. And regardless, you won't have a hard time outing them. Hexia boosts attack. You can literally steal them. And yeah, it's another good reason. If you crack down your Jizukiru, your opponent probably won't be able to out it just because of the attack power. Triple the Winged Dragon of Raw Sphere mode. In my opinion, this card is a bit better than the Nibiru right now because so many people end on huge boards, and this card just breaks the boards in half, literally. And that's when it transforms. Yeah, cool. Triple the Winged Dragon of Raw Sphere mode. Triple evenly matched for when you are forced to go second, and evenly matched is also broken because it does trigger your Multi-Faker. Once again, Multi-Faker is the best card in the deck. We have the double Waking the Dragon for also when you're forced, well, for whatever situation, if you see your opponent running Lightning Storm, Harpies, Feather Duster, like Twin, anything like that, you're going to be siding in the Waking the Dragon. You're going to make them be punished so hard when you summon your towers, or your neither player can summon monsters. Good game, buddy. The one Imperial Order, because we are only running 3 spells, so it's really insignificant. But for the matches up, it's really significant because our opponent can't out it. And finally, we have triple Solemn Judgment. I love this card in the side deck. I actually love it so much in the side deck. If you guys want to side it, you can. If you guys want to main it, I don't recommend it, but in the side deck, trust me, it is perfecto. Cool, and that is basically it for the deck profile. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you did, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We are almost at 500. At 500, we will start doing videos with face cam, so let's get excited for that. And of course, this is your boy SpartaKing, and I will catch you guys in the next one. All right, peace.